Hello internet. In the name of science, I decided to create an NFT. Yeah, I know, I'm like 8 months late to the NFT craze. But either way, here's how it went down. It all began with a Google search. I knew I wanted to create an NFT, but I know nothing about them, except that they're based on the Ethereum network. So, first and foremost, I had to find out where I can even put an NFT. After a bit of Googling, I settled on OpenSea, which seems to be the biggest platform. I set up an account and got started. With an account, the next thing I needed to do was create a crypto wallet. Yeah, I didn't already have one of those. Can you tell I'm a beginner? I decided to create a Coinbase wallet. Unbeknownst to me, this required downloading a mobile application, which I don't have any recordings of. But after eventually sorting that out and getting the wallet set up, my account with OpenSea was finally ready to go. Now, one big thing was missing. The NFT, the artwork. I had no idea what to do, so I began browsing for some inspiration. Having done zero planning ahead of time, I had no idea what piece of artwork I wanted to create, what theme I was going for, or what it would actually be about. So, I did the only logical thing. I started with my on-brand gradient. Blue and red sets the stage, with a white streak in the middle. Then, I decided to add subliminal, scattered all the way across the page. I don't really know why, but it was just an idea that came to me. Next, a security camera, for no real reason in particular. I grabbed any old image off Google and started to do what I always do, and go over the outline on a new layer. As I traced around the shape, I began to pick up a few concepts. I decided to keep the lens of the original picture, while going over the rest in line drawings. Then, I would use some filters to smooth out all of the other colouring, to make it more cartoony. As a finishing touch, I added some green and purple to finish off my gradient. And there it was, the first piece of raw artwork I'd done, not just for the channel itself, but actually as an independent piece, since I'd done art back in secondary school. It's not the kind of artwork that will blow your socks off, and I'm not going to end up in any museums anytime soon, but it was my artwork, and it was something I could be proud of. I headed back onto OpenSea. Now, I needed to upload this, and I actually needed to mint this as an official NFT with the Ethereum blockchain. Back on the site, I scrolled past all of the other art pieces. I wondered how mine would actually chalk up against all of these other pieces of artwork. I dragged the file in. Boom. Next, I needed to provide a name. What was the message of a piece like this? Given the nature of art, it could be any old interpretist bullshit. But I decided to go with "They'll Never Know." The description really wasn't taken seriously, and I just put any old nonsense in there. And the rest of the settings didn't make too much sense to me, so I just kind of glossed over them, assuming I didn't need any. And with that, finally, I was ready to mint my NFT. Now this story doesn't end on some high note of selling the NFT for an extortionate amount of money, but that wasn't exactly the point to begin with. It was a creative adventure, and a fun one. So with this little experiment concluded, it's time to bid you farewell. But there may be more to come in the future. Perhaps I'll list it for sale, or do an entire collection of NFT art. All I know is the only way to find out for sure is to subscribe to see what else might take place. But until then, I hope to see you in the future.